Hey guys, welcome back to ED Figure Unboxing. If you're finding me for the first time, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the future content. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Figma Special 95, Yagami Iori from the King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. And I've already done a review for Kill, so I suspect they're going to have very similar pros and cons. But anyways, here's the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And that's not wasting any more time, and bust this thing open and see all we got. And here we have the figures still in their inner packaging, and again, I think one interchangeable faceplate is not acceptable for import figures just because of how expensive they are, but there's nothing I can do about it, and let's check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and as expected, I think this figure suffers the same issues as Kill. And before we talk about the bad stuff, let me just say this first. The figure is really well done for the most part, clean paint job, decent sculpt, and it seems like it has good articulation. But I don't understand why the facial expression looks so bad. I mean, it's not atrocious, it's just that it looks nothing like the concept art I remember. And I think that's really important, and it's not too much to ask for. And we know they can do it. We have seen figures like Tracer from Overwatch recently being amazing. And it doesn't even need that much accessories if you just make the figure look as accurate as the source material. But again, that's just my personal preference and my opinion. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And let's take a closer look at the figure. Nothing much is going on here, and I think we can jump straight into the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and you can turn his head no problem. And his shoulder is on a standard ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much. Of course, you got a soft material over here, so it won't hinder your articulation at all. And you do have shoulder swivel, bicep swivel through the Figma joint. You can curl about this much, and you do get a ball wrist and a soft sleeve. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, which is quite a lot. Bend backwards about this much, some side-to-side movement, and you also got some hip movement over here. And for the leg, you can kick up about this high, bend about this much, side-to-side pivot, and a toe hinge. And the skirt material is not as soft as I want it to be. Like, it is soft, but I think you have to use a blow dryer or something to soften this even more. But anyways, let's jump straight into the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and like we talked about earlier, it could have been a lot better. And I actually know a lot of people that didn't buy this figure because the face doesn't look good. Same with Kill. And then we get one interchangeable face, and honestly, I don't think this one looks that bad. Definitely better than the default one. And next up, we do get his rack of hands, and let's try them on. We get a pair of fists, a pair of relaxed open hands, and a pair of hands to hold accessories. And next up, we get two belt straps to put onto his legs, and I think I'm gonna use them when I'm doing action poses. And lastly, we get a bunch of effect parts for his special attacks. We have the rising attack, we have the little thing he shoots on the ground, we have the scratching effect parts, and we have the little fire he holds on his hand. And yeah, I think we can jump straight into the action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and I hope you guys find it helpful. And after playing around with it, I feel like the articulation is lacking a little bit, especially the shoulder area and the legs. You can't really kick his leg up too high because the shoulder pieces are just way too stiff. I don't understand why they did that though. So you're not able to do any of the dynamic poses he does in the game, which kind of sucks. But anyways, there's nothing we can do about it, and let's jump straight into the size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, let us start with the SH Figuarts Street Fighters figures. And again, we talked about this, they're too skinny, they're too small, and I don't know what to say. Like, it's like they expect me to only collect Figma figures, and I think it's really dumb and disappointing. But do let me know in the comments on what you think. And to be honest, I don't even mind if they raise the price just to make the figures bigger, but there's nothing you can do about it right now, and let's move on. And next up, we have everyone's favorite SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. And then we have the SH Figuarts Naruto figures. And guys, just a quick reminder, if we don't want the Naruto line to get cancelled, we need to start spending money on Naruto figures. I think all of you who cares should have a Madara by now. Don't wait till the figure to go on sale. Some American IP SH Figuarts. Some of my favorite Kamen Riders. And then we have some Mesco 112 collective figures. And lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think my opinion on this figure is the same as Kyo. If you're a big fan of the series, I would still recommend it. And despite all the crap I talk about, I still think the figure is pretty decent. And you should be able to get him to some really cool poses. And perspective shots should still work, even though it's really small. And I'm only this critical and harsh because I feel like this is a really important franchise. It's a lot of people's childhood memory, and I think it deserves a lot more. It shouldn't be a quick cash grab, and it's really disappointing. But anyways, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. I highly doubt they're gonna make more characters, but I think I might still pick it up if they do. Yeah, it might still be cool. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. See ya.